So recently I was in a rap battle. Or rather, I performed in one. I was like, to the other guy, and the other guy was like, to me. Very fun. Look up Joker J versus Fawkes. Battleborn MCs Newcomers 3. Alternatively, if you look up the Guy Fawkes versus the Joker, epic rap battle fan made, we'll probably show up to because he and I had similar names. Now, a few backstory things, yeah? First of all, he paid for my bus ticket. He was like, hey, I want to battle and you don't have money. So, I already wrote my rounds. He already wrote his rounds. We're gonna do it. So we did it. He also paid for, he picked me up from the bus stop. That was fun. Getting picked up by my opponent to go to the event, which, by the way, was in an alleyway near a Taco Bell, 3 hours away from where I lived. It was located in a barbershop. I thought that was absolutely tremendous. An alleyway, out of all things, really. But the footage will speak for itself. It was a very fun event. I put on quite a show, and so did he. Shout out him. Shout out Joker J. And I feel like in the building he definitely won. Maybe 2-1, maybe 3-0. I personally feel, watching back, it's debatable 2-1 with him taking the third. I think his third was his best round, and I think my first was my best round, but no, his first was good too. Oh! And in my second, I did a Joker impression, which was pretty fire. Now let's talk about something different. I've been struggling lately. It's not a cry for help, not a Patreon thing. I don't have a Patreon, I don't do shit. I just make music and do voices and act. But I don't do shit that warrants a Patreon. But anyway, I don't have money. I went to a job, and I was like, I got a job now. And they're like, you gotta do 2 weeks of training. And I said, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But then, for some godforsaken reason, the job made me just... I had a panic attack, I was like, I just didn't know what to do. I was like, I just had nerves, and then my, brain was just... like that. It was like a processing thing. It's just, I didn't know how to process things. I had to look at a menu, and then when I looked at the menu, it was like, hey, this is that you have to fill out these orders for people. That's, okay. And then that's and that goes there. And then meanwhile, the manager is in the back of my head like, hey. I'm like, okay, I can get this done, but then this needs to get done, and it's just... my ADHD has been fucking me up lately. And I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I like my ADHD. It's a defining trait of my character. But I don't like how it distracts me. It's quite dumb, really. But the processing thing, that was annoying too. It was like, you got a job, but also, it's like McDonald's. I'm not equipped or adept to work at a thing that's like, because it's just not how my brain works. It's just not how my brain works. And it was a very, very, sobering moment. Not like I'm drunk or whatever, but this is not on drugs. It was just a sobering moment. It's not on drugs. What do you mean you're not on drugs? I'm not on drugs. That's right. Another thing, right? I've never done crack. I just look like I do. I also don't smoke anything because I feel like if I did, oh no, I got a coughing problem. I have acid reflux. Okay, if I did that, I'd get. I would do that. I don't have to cover my mouth. This is my goddamn apartment. But you know what I mean. Anyway, so it's like this. Like, let's talk about drunkenness, right? Here's the story. I was in Vegas. Okay, I was in Vegas with my friends. We were like, let's party. And I'm like, I mean, I guess. So we did. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't that the best. That's just a little jiggy joke. Anyway, so we partied and I had drinks and I was very tired. I was like, I'm tired because okay, so all right, my friend and I, shout at him. He's Jewish. You know who you are. So he was we're in a zip line. We were going on a zip line because our other friends were going on the zip line higher up because they were like, we want to go on the big badass zip line, and I was like, I'd rather go on the smaller one because I'm afraid, and also it just looked more appealing to me. So I went on the smaller one, and then the bigger one got shut down. So everyone else, whoever the fuck else was there, was like, where are the other people? We're gonna go. So they left because the other thing got shut down. So me and my friend were just chatting about shit at the top of the zip line. And then suddenly, it just got so crazy. Like, we're chatting there, and we get a call. Hey, where the fuck are you guys? We're not even at the zip line yet. What? Yeah, it just hasn't happened. We're about to go on in like a second though, so you gotta wait for us. Okay, well we're over here. We're gonna do a zombie virtual reality game. What the fuck? What the fuck? Really? But it's okay because they had to go do something. They didn't want to be bored. They were waiting for us. Whatever. It's not important. The important part is, at that point, I'd been up for like 40 hours because my goddamn plane ticket got cancelled. Or my flight, actually. My flight got cancelled. I had to get another plane ticket. Whatever. Very early in the morning. I've been up since 4:45 in the morning. Got to Vegas around, I don't know, 7. At that point, it was like 12 o'clock the next night or some bullshit. Right? I was up for like 40 hours. So, all that being said, I was very fatigued and tired and being up high in the zip line, and then we went to Korean barbecue, which was a nice thing. It's sake. It was like, oh, sorry, I'm gonna drink some alcohol, which I'm allowed to on the age limit. Anyway, so that happened, and then we went back to the hotel, and I was talking to my friend, and I'm like, hey, broski, my mate. I'm like, hey, dude, am I acting any different? And he's like, no, you seem pretty normal, man. Like, you're actually the most normal person here, which is kind of weird. Not normal, but that you are. I don't know. You're fine, though. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Everything is okay. But it wasn't, because with my brain, I get more normal when I drink alcohol, because I don't fucking know, I just do. I just get more sober. In a way. Not really. Sober in the sense of I don't act differently in front of people. I act like how I would act at home, which is very normal. So, we get back to the hotel. And at that point, I'm like, oh, hey, am I doing okay to my friend? Or I'd already said that, whatever. But we started playing Kings, and Kings is a game where you pick a card and then you drink and whatever, and then eventually you get to whoever picks the last king has to drink the cup that you put beer into the cup when you pick a king and blah blah blah. Anyway, it's a fun game, people drink, whatever. So I was drinking Fireball, which I don't know why I wanted to try it, and I actually thought it was kind of good. So I'm drinking Fireball. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is filling up, not the same, whatever, filling up the entire solo cup, right, all fucking 8 ounces of it, with Fireball. And I thought it was like part of the game. I thought it was a courtesy thing. Every single time someone would take a shot, I would take the entire solo cup. To the point where I basically drank the entire, like, liter or two, I think it was 2 liters, of Fireball by myself. Then it went away. My friend Jason was like, where the fuck did the Fireball go? And I said, hey, I drank it, but like, yeah, I'm gonna have some other shit. So I had some Blue Moon, which was okay. And then Jason looked in my eyes. He stared into my soul, and he said, yo, Dex, are you okay? Dude, you look fucking... You look really sick right now. You should go to bed or something. So I'm like, yeah. And I fucking pass out. Okay, I blacked out. And, shit, it was terrifying. Not really, I don't remember what happened. But I asked my friend, because he was, like, the only one there, the one that I asked how I was doing. Apparently I asked him that, like, 4 times that night. He's like, this is the 4th time you asked me. I thought it was the 2nd time. Lapses in memory, yeah. So, he told me. I fell asleep immediately. Then I got up, somehow. Then I walked through the bathroom. I didn't actually go in because the door was, like, closed or whatever. I couldn't get in. I didn't know what to do. I threw up on the ground. Then I slipped, almost fell into my own puke. Then I got up, opened the door to the bathroom because I guess I could do that now. And I threw a towel on the ground at the puke, and then I jumped into the bed. And I fell asleep diagonally, and we were bunking so he couldn't sleep in the fucking bed, and it pissed him off. But, I mean, I felt bad. It was kind of funny, though, because the way he told it was, do you want to know what fucking happened? Do you want to know what fucking happened? I'm like, oh no. And I was hungover when he told me this. So my first reaction was, I'm so sorry. But my second reaction was, ow, my goddamn head. Good night.